Hi friends, this is one of my most requested video after I put this one out. Since I put up this video, I think it was more like 100 over 1,000 views. The stock has more than doubled. My money, if you haven't watched that video gives you a unique perspective into Square I believe nobody has ever covered. So in this video, I'll cover why is it crazy if you are not invested in Square. I mean, so far, so many of you thanking me with messages. I think my video did a decent job. Anyway, back to Square. Sorry, I need to bring up Elon Musk again in this video. If you watch my previous video, you will understand why I explained that Jack Dorsey is now completing the job where Elon Musk have left off at PayPal. So Jack wants to solve and take every single problem associated with money, from like handling of cash to accounting to international wires of money to purchase of goods and services, financial services. If he solves every single checkbox out there, essentially the platform will be where all the money will be at. You will never need to visit the bank or withdraw any cash. You can use the same platform to buy the goods, receive your salary, invest in stocks, etc. There is no reason to take money out anymore. I believe this is Square's ultimate goal, not mentioned anywhere. So before I move on, I really appreciate an early thumbs up. It really helps a lot in the YouTube to reach more people. Thank you. So for those that are new to Square, so in less than a minute, I'll explain what Square does. They provide hardware as a point of sale system for business owners. They make most of their money with transactions using the point of sale system. Let's say somebody has a pizza restaurant. By the way, I like pizza. The owner uses Square's hardware to accept payments. So Square's point of sale system will calculate money received versus the money spent and could actually provide accounting services. Basically, Square wants a business owner to concentrate on what they need to do most, which is growing the business, while Square takes care of everything else, which is like accounting and numbers, all those crap. Again, solving all problems. When you think about business loans, because Square has so much data, using AI, they disperse loans a lot easier, faster, and less risk than traditional banks. Traditional banks, you need a lot of paperwork. It takes tons of paperwork, takes lots of time to approve loans, and still the default rate ain't going down. So for Square, it is a totally different story because Square has immediate insights into the cash flow. Square's risk assessment is a lot more accurate and less risky. Square can easily give out loans very quickly with low default rates. I think I read it somewhere like Square risk assessment compared to traditional banks is like 5 times safer. The thing I really like about Square, I really like, is they serve the underserved, the unbanked. Those that cannot get a bank account because they got bad credit scores and all sorts of reasons. This market is so huge, and helping the underserved is so freaking amazing. Let's go to the charts now and look at where Square's revenue come from. The reason why I'm using hypercharts.co is because this platform really gives you an easy breakdown and overview on the information you really need. Traditionally, you have other kind of platforms that show you all the financial numbers like the total revenue. The issue is it is really a lot of numbers here, and is to a lot of people it may be quite hard to understand, and they kind of like don't break down, and you need to go into the individual financial reports to really dig every number out. It is quite a pain. I just want to quickly say this, I am using the premium account. This is not a sponsored post. I get nothing. I only recommend if I truly believe it benefits you. So by looking into hypercharts.co, you can see where the revenue comes from. So instead of this place, they give you one lump sum. Okay, this is where all the $4.7 billion come from. But in hypercharts.co, you can actually see where the money comes from. So you can see most of the revenue for Square comes from transaction. The red part comes from subscription. The yellow part comes from hardware. I believe this is the point of sale system. And lately, you can see the immense growth of Bitcoin transaction. And just by looking at colors, you immediately know that the growth of Bitcoin within the last quarter was like 30-40%. If you scroll downwards, you're looking at revenue and operating income. You can see consistently increasing revenue over time. So what are the chances of revenue dropping the next quarter? A little bit hard. Square is a growing platform. Scrolling down further, you can see Square's gross margin above 30%, which is pretty good. I think basically because they are more software based than hardware. And if you move downwards, for the amount of revenue Square's making, their operating expenses, which is known as OPEX also, it is generally quite low, and you can see where the money goes to. Let's talk about competition. Square's closest competitor in the US is Venmo. Their user growth is slowing since acquired by PayPal. You know, big corporation shit and politics, it kind of stunts growth. So today, digital wallets span the globe, like Line Pay and PayPay in Japan, GrabPay in Southeast Asia, where I'm from. There's Mercado Pago in South America. Okay, I hope I pronounced that right. None of these have total solutions like Square does. Square's biggest limiting factor for growth are regulatory in new territories all over the world. Like they need to talk to the governments because they're dealing with money. Digital wallets have so much to grow. Look at how advanced China is. We can take cue from China on the future of digital payments and digital wallets. The volume of mobile payments in China has exploded more than 30 times in just 5 years. Roughly like 1 trillion to an estimated 34 trillion, nearly 3 times the size of China's GDP in 2019. So 1 trillion to 34 trillion in 5 years. It's amazing, and as I always say, when something comes along which is cheaper, faster, safer, etc., there is no or little downsides. The growth will be exponential, and Square is perfectly positioned for this. So let's talk about Square's current bullish case. So this is covered by others, but I'll talk about it in 1 minute just in case. So Square has two ecosystems. So the first ecosystem is Square's business solution, the point of sale system, and the other one is the cash app. So imagine this, you combine both, merging both, giving the consumers less of a reason to take out money. I mean, you can buy stuff and receive salary on the same platform. If it happens, this is huge. Like I said, Square will be one step closer to completing Elon Musk's mission. Okay, now I'm going to push this whole video one step further. This is just my opinion. This is just me and my thoughts going wow. So when I invest, I need to see world domination.
Why? What are we gonna do tomorrow night?
The same thing we do every night, Pinky. Try to take over the world.
So Jack Dorsey mentioned in an interview with Lex Fridman, I'll put the link below, and he said he believes that the internet deserves its own currency.
And I believe that the internet deserves and requires a native currency. And that's why I'm such a huge believer in Bitcoin.
I believe he is setting up the infrastructure for Square for world domination. He started with Bitcoin, and you can see that that's the foundation he is building for this all to happen. Personally, if the world currency like collapse and falls because the central banks just keep printing and printing, although it's a super low chance, if it really happens, Square will be in a place where all money will be at. So concluding this video, why does Square take up like 10% of my portfolio versus Tesla taking like 80%? You see, Tesla's world domination, it is certain, but Square's world domination comes in second place. I do not see any other company coming close to the scale of these two companies. Jack Dorsey is one of the best CEOs of the 21st century, and I can sleep peacefully at night invested in him. The stock price is a little bit high, but high will always go higher. I always say dollar cost average, and you will not regret it. I again appreciate all those with earlier who helped me. The thumbs up, your actions really contribute so much to my channel. And as always, invest safe.